What is happening? The Riddlers have been activated and they are now sounding the alarm about an impending major event. Meanwhile, Ripple has experienced some external events and the price of their cryptocurrency has dropped. I don't know what happened, but there's a lot happening today, so remember to be prepared. I hope everyone is having a good time with the $2.00 snippets. Yesterday, I had hoped that they could just hold up around these levels or even lower. If they could, I would consider that pretty strong. The fact that XRP actually dies when Bitcoin falls is amusing. I just wanted to let you know that today is actually a 322 day, which shows that XRP is falling. What the fuck happened? Since no one else has mentioned it, we'll be discussing the plan for certain events in today's movie. Polaris 3,162,130 is the name of this white paper. And we've finished with the exciting part of XRP and the XRP community. Everything was proven, right? At 1620 on the 21st and 30th, Ripple faced off against CK's checkmark the Pope on the 20th, and today on the 30th, what happened? According to Bloomberg, Justin Ripple made an offer to purchase USDC stablecoin issuer Circle for $4 billion, 0 cents, but Circle rejected the offer. David Shore estimates that Circle is now worth $6 billion, 0 cents, but that's the last deal. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised by this development, as they are supposed to be one of the chosen few for the New World Order. That's crazy that they want to catch Circle. That's why they're after them. They're only offering $6 billion, 0 cents, which is a lot. But what if you were connected to BlackRock? If you're part of the new financial system, I'll be asking for about $50, 0 cents. Now, I don't know what to say. I wouldn't ask for anything because you win in the long run. That's why they're really after Circle. That's crazy. Wow, it looks like I wasn't kidding. Ripple wants everything to be okay. A lot of people down here are saying bad things about them. There is still a lot of anger toward Ripple, XRP, and other things. Will Ethereum flip the next day? If so, it will be a major news story. There are a lot of unspoken plans, like the red button from the House of Bad Girls. What is this red button? It's a circle. You know, they always say the circle will be full before anything happens. How many times have we seen a circle from Mr. Poole, Japan, Roku? 6. That's why David warned us to be careful around Roku. By the way, this whole thing started today, April 3, 2018, with Bear Panda's Popcorn, which was released today. So that's big news. Oh, and tomorrow's Thursday. It's pretty crazy. So let's get ready. Good morning, Ripple person. What does this mean? It appears that he could be correct. After adding it all together, 421 equals 430. Earlier today, David changed or updated his profile picture. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like military imagery. What's wrong with that? Also, Mr. Poole was just confirmed, so you know you'll be fine if you stick to the deal. The times are set, so you put the confirmed times here on 429, and the next day a delta. Trump has hinted that the New York Times could face legal action. It's bizarre that he appears to be pursuing the same goals as Ripple. All right, Mr. Poole, you've finally been activated, haven't you? What's going on here? These folks are evil. It appears that Poole has finally turned on SNC. He went dark, stopped posting, but yesterday he posted multiple times. Now, let's see what he tweeted. 11/11, I hope it comes true after seeing these guys for the first time. This could mean November 11th, as someone pointed out. Check out this great hashtag from Twitter HQ, 1111. Is this the end of the road or the beginning of something new? The number 1111 has long been associated with spiritual awakening, new beginnings, and alignment with God's will. On November 11th at exactly 11:11, they tweeted about a day they called the alignment, a sequence of events that had been kept secret but would alter everyone's lives irrevocably. Then, at some point around 11 o'clock in the evening, that's quite a while away, he proceeded to tweet 51, right 51, which provided 911 with his timestamp. Therefore, 51, May 14, is also May 1 on Julian's calendar, and the Illuminati is a secret society within the American Civil Liberties Union that was founded on May 1, 1776, to combat the influence of religion on society and the abuse of power by the state. I'll just be prepared because in May we will witness the sparkling of XRP, which will be true, right? Swift is currently or will be 51 years old as of May 30, 1973. XRP. Its 52nd birthday is approaching, so May is clearly a significant month. After that, he tweeted something along the lines of black, black, black. I find it interesting that the number pattern also leads to the word black. I'm still confused about whether Mr. Poole is an alien or not. He seems to have said something along the lines of, "We can't wait to meet you guys on the other side." Yeah, mentions Big Short and writes on his second account that something is coming, but he doesn't specify what. Is that okay? Wow, folks, doesn't Matthew 24:42 tell you something? You never know when your Lord will return, so stay alert. Feels like the end of the world indeed. Mr. Poole did mention that everyone is eagerly anticipating the end of the world, though. I'm not sure whether he means what he says here, but it appears like he might be serious unless this is just a misunderstanding about the major shutdown. Look at that picture of the big blackout, people. They're not joking about this one at all. It happened all over the world not long ago, and now there will be another one soon. They're calling it the Great Blackout of our century or era. As I've mentioned before, it will likely happen when XRP flips the switch. You'll know when it does because you'll be living through the trigger. When XRP flips the switch, you will feel it. Once upon a time, there was a test that caused big IT problems all over the world. Let's pair up what it's called. I think it's happening around the same time as a class, probably in 2026. If it does happen, a blackout may be necessary because it takes a week to go from dark to light. So long as you guys don't fear it, how long will it last? I mean, I don't know, but it's pretty interesting that all this is happening at the same time. Could you please elaborate on why the SEC, I believe they intend to flip the switch before any ND first report, given the case is still in limbo and XRP ETFs have been delayed. Consequently, the price of XRP is just going sideways again as it has for weeks. Launch of XRP ETFs to sidestep market lack of time. 2, approaches to establish costs at ELF shopping are to immediately raise them or to drastically lower them. What are your thoughts on the matter? Recall the SEC case involving Estrebel. You're planning to bring something more worse to ensure everything is all right, but you want to bring something like that, the biggest black swan you'll ever encounter. Because no one is aware of the current situation with XRP, there are 2 options for getting them sold in stores. Either artificially inflate their pricing, which would require a substantial amount of capital, or option A or B is to have a strategy and artificially lower prices to the point where everyone sells. This is what transpired in the SEC case in late 2020. After the prices dropped, they predicted that sentiment would remain low for some time